Welcome, parents, families, friends, and community members to War Memorial Field. I'd like to extend our profound appreciation and gratitude to the members of the armed forces here with us today. Veterans, active duty, and those who will be serving, please stand as we show our appreciation. I would ask that everyone please stand for our national anthem sung by John Burnell.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Well, good evening. The intention of graduation is to honor the graduates' accomplishments during their K-12 education. Please demonstrate respect and dignity as we display unity and celebrate together. Please join me in congratulating the class of 2025 as we begin our 119th commencement ceremony for Sandpoint High School. I'd like to introduce some guests this evening. We have dedicated teachers, including the Sandpoint High School staff. Please stand at this time. A special thank you to Barbara Crum and Kent Lees for their years of dedicated service to our students, and they will be retiring after this big event tonight. If you are a grandparent of a graduate, we thank you for coming this evening. Parents, you are also just the most tremendous partners in your students' education. Thank you, community. We appreciate that you value education and that you support Lake Pend Oreille School District students. It is your dedication to our community that has led to their success. Finally, a thank you to our Board of Trustees. Vice Chair Tanya Sherman is not with us this evening, but we have Chair Lonnie Williams, David Demers, Jaylon Peters, Scott Wood, and Superintendent Dr. Becky Meyer. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, distinguished guests, and proud families, but most importantly, the extraordinary class of 2025. It is with immense pride and heartfelt gratitude that I address you today as the principal of Sandpoint High School. We are fortunate to have such a magnificent backdrop surrounded by the majestic mountains, pristine Lake Pend Oreille, and the beauty of northern Idaho to celebrate you, the class of 2025, and the extraordinary journey that has brought you to this milestone. Since your first day as freshmen, way back on September 7th, 2021, you have embodied the spirit of our school's mission to inspire a culture of learning, leadership, engagement, and growth. You have thrived through challenges, built enduring relationships and friendships, and grown into the inspiring individuals that you are now. Your class motto, Thrive in 2025, perfectly reflects the resilience, heart, determination that you have shown over these 4 years. And it reminds us that thriving is not just overcoming obstacles, but about embracing your inner spirit and holding fast to your values and facing your future with courage and conviction. Class of 2025, you mirror the beauty of our surroundings. You have learned to contribute to our school community and navigate not only the halls of our school, but the trails of our mountains, the shores of our lakes, and of life. It's these experiences that have shaped you, taught you to adapt and to lead and to find joy in both the quiet moments and the bold adventures. As you step into the next chapter of your lives, carry the pride of Sandpoint High School with you and the confidence that you are ready for whatever comes next. And you're bound for college, the workforce, military service, or another path entirely. You carry with you the ability to make a lasting impression on the world as you carve out your own unique way forward. But none of this would have been possible without the support of those who've walked alongside you. It's your teachers that challenged and inspired you, your families that have cheered you on with unwavering love, and your friends have shared in every triumph and setback. At yesterday's graduation practice, we asked you to personally invite an educator who made a difference in your life to this graduation ceremony this evening. And now I invite you to pause and for a moment reflect on all those who have shaped your journey, those who have believed in you, guided you, and wanted nothing but the best for you. It's these connections forged within the walls of Sandpoint High School and rooted in the beauty of northern Idaho that are the foundations of your story, a story that is uniquely yours, yet forever tied to this community. As you move forward, know that this place and these people will always be a part of you. Congratulations on this milestone. And thank you for the joy and inspiration you've brought to me and our community. It is my honor to welcome one of your own to this stage, Please join me in applauding for Maddie Mitchell, a classmate chosen by our faculty to join us in a special commencement speech.
It was once said that education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. Over the past 4 years, we've learned many things from textbooks and lectures, but we've also learned through our shared experiences. We learned how to fall in love in Scotty's psychology class. We learned that Mrs. Ald's height is about 1.5 standard deviations below the mean. We learned that high school is a lot like Lord of the Flies. We learned about socialism's benefits through modern world history. We learned countless times about rule number 7 in band class with Mr. Gordon. We learned that some people talk way too much in Socratic seminars, but the best way to combat this is just to smile and nod. We learned that graphs rotate now in calculus. We learned that basically anything is a viable project for the science circuit. And we learned that Miss Slediger will do just about anything to bring about her favorite book, The Little Prince. The concept of this book, The Little Prince, is that you lose a part of yourself when you grow up. Right now, that theme seems very real. We're in this transitional period of our lives where we're stuck between 2 chapters. We don't know whether to celebrate or to mourn. For so long, we've been looking forward to being grown-ups and making our own decisions. Now that it's here, though, I can't help but worry I'm losing a piece of myself I'm not yet ready to say goodbye to. We all know that children are far less jaded and more curious than adults. As we move into this next chapter of our lives, we can do one of 2 things. We can either let go of the curiosity that has shaped us, or we can continue asking questions. We can learn from people that know more than us. We can ask questions about anything and everything when we don't know the answer. We can try new foods even if they're weird or out of our comfort zone. We can have political discussions with people who disagree with us, even if they're our family. We can try new sports. We do not have to halt our curiosity just to meet the criteria of being adults. It is the learning that keeps us growing. We're all in a hurry to move on to the next part of our lives. But while most of us are very focused on the future, it's important to pause and be in the moment to appreciate where we are right now. One of my personal heroes, Kermit the Frog, once said, "Once you get the map out, you won't be able to refold it, no matter how smart you are. So, forget the map, roll down the windows, pull over, and picnic with a pig whenever you can." Now, although Kermit is a frog, his words hold a lot of truth. Sometimes slowing down and appreciating what we have in the moment is far more valuable than speeding through life without ever stopping. Right now, here at graduation, we're surrounded by the people that know us the best. The friends who were there without question when we needed them. The teammates who watched us struggle and grow as athletes and as people. The teacher that we constantly sought advice from, who became our safe person. The siblings who grew up alongside us and know us better than we care to admit. And our parents, who guided us through this strange and unpredictable life. So let's take a moment right now and ground ourselves. Our girls' varsity soccer team had a routine before all our games that helped us focus on the moment. So when I say we're all going to breathe in, ready? Look around. Everyone here has played a role in shaping us into the people that we are today, whether their impact is big or small. So let's savor this moment and our gratitude for the people that have helped us to get to where we are right now. Let's choose to continue to learn, to ask hard questions, to be curious without judgment, and to appreciate the moment we're in. Thank you. And now, Ruby Giles is going to come up to the stage, our student class president and birthday girl. So,
distinguished faculty, tireless staff, and incredible families, welcome. As we stand at the edge of our next adventure, it's easy to focus on the caps and gowns, the diplomas, the finish line. But today, I want to acknowledge the unseen connections that form this story of achievement. The late night talks, the countless acts of encouragement, the quiet sacrifices made on our behalf. To every single person who contributed to those unseen connections, thank you for empowering us to reach this milestone. I vividly recall the older students with an air of wisdom telling me, "Time flies, cherish your youth." I'd roll my eyes, convinced graduation was an eternity away, yet here we are. And now I find myself echoing those very words. Time truly does fly, savor every moment. Imagine if every day you committed to being just a little better. Over time, those small changes will transform your life. The only person you need to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Remember this, you're never too old for a new dream, nor too far along to pursue your ambitions. Every goal, no matter how grand, can be achieved in some meaningful capacity. But as we step into the real world, we realize something. Help may come, but no one is coming to rescue us. No one is going to wake us up early to chase our dreams. No one is going to hand us success. No one is going to fight our battles for us. If we want something, we have to go and get it. Success isn't about talent, luck, or shortcuts. It's about persistence. It's about waking up every day, facing rejection, struggling through setbacks, and refusing to give up. It's about falling 100 times and standing up 101 times. The 1% better idea is about stacking tiny wins. It's not a race to perfection, but a silent, steady climb. Each small step, almost unnoticed, adds up like drops of water becoming a flood, building powerful, lasting change. Today, I urge each and every one of you to give your utmost effort in the pursuit of success, even in the face of potential failure. If our future brings great challenges or widespread destruction, it will not only be great minds, but also great hearts that the world needs, along with those who have the courage to follow their hearts. It's so easy to laugh, it's so easy to hate, it takes strength to be gentle and kind. Graduates, we shared classrooms, hallways, tests, and the college talk. Sports and grades get lots of attention, but being a good person, that's underrated. You don't need to be allowed to be seen. Your value is real. Everyone's going through something, big or small. Let's remember that kindness matters most. Long after grades fade, being a good person is a true achievement. Be the reliable data point in your own life. When you embody consistency and integrity for yourself, you inherently offer that same dependable presence for everyone else. The only true certain point is right now. This is a call to mindfulness, to fully engage with the present moment, where we control our choices and shape our reality. Worrying about the past or future pulls us away from the only place where we can actually make a difference. It'll all be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. And if it is the end, well, it's still okay. You will never walk in my shoes. You will never feel the specific pain of my struggles, the particular warmth of my joys. And I, too, will never fully comprehend the details of your life. But this is not a barrier. It is a boundary that respects the individuality of our journeys. We should not have to inhabit each other's realities to offer compassion, to extend a hand of support. True connection lies not in identical footprints, but in the acknowledgement that every path, though different, deserves respect, understanding, and love. Sorry. To conclude, and as we embrace what's next, I dedicate this moment to my brother, Roman Giles. He is not here today, not by choice, but because he's a hero. Battling wildfires in Canada, saving lives and land, Roman is currently missing out. And though my heart is heavy with worry, it is filled with immense pride and for his courage. He embodies selfless service. Thank you all for being here today. And to the class of 2025, may your journey be extraordinary. And now welcoming our beautiful choir. Thank you.
Please welcome the 2025 salutatorian, Callie Bailey.
Class of 2025, we are gathered here today at the culmination of years of hard work, late nights, and countless cups of any caffeinated beverage we can get our hands on. As we celebrate this milestone, I want to address one of the questions that us seniors are asked most. What is your advice for incoming freshmen? Some answers that come to mind are simple, as in do your homework, don't show up to class late, and enjoy every second of high school because yes, it does go by fast. Yet, given some thought, I would have to say that my advice to incoming freshmen would be this. Find joy and success in the path that you choose because it is something that you are truly passionate about, and don't let others define that path for you. In one of my favorite movies, The Fantastic Mr. Fox himself once said, I think I have this saying where I need everybody to think I'm the greatest, the quote-unquote Fantastic Mr. Fox. And if people aren't knocked out and dazzled and slightly intimidated by me, I don't feel good about myself. There's a reason why I like this quote, and it's because not only do I relate to it, but I'm sure that a lot of people in the audience do as well. And yes, it's easy to look around and see success defined by others and their responses to us. Our parents, our peers, and even social media. We're told to chase certain careers, achieve specific awards, and measure ourselves against external benchmarks. Even things such as our grades have been ways to measure our worth, and yes, I measured my worth that way for quite some time. But now I'm here to tell you that true, lasting motivation comes from within, rarely from others. It's so important to remember that your path is yours alone. Don't let anyone else's expectations or limitations define what you're passionate about or what you choose to pursue. Your dreams are valid, and your unique perspective is valuable. Trust yourself, stay focused on what brings you joy, and don't be afraid to choose what you love over something that you may do just to feel a sense of validation from another. However, sometimes our dreams are impossible to achieve on our own, which is one of the biggest things I learned in high school. It is super easy to get swayed by the people we hang out with, which is why it's such a big deal to have good people around. We pick up on their vibes and what they think, so having people who root for you and your dreams is key. When you're surrounded by people who believe in you and have your back, it's way easier to go after what you want. One of my favorite examples of this concept is from a book that a friend of mine tends to frequently quote. It is called The Energy Bus by John Gordon. This book essentially states that we are all composed of energy, and depending on our thoughts, our words, even our actions, we give off different energies. Because of this, when we hang out with people, we may feel our energy being depleted or uplifted. The book encourages us to welcome people on our energy bus who continue to nourish and keep our energy uplifted. Although this doesn't hold true in every circumstance, it is definitely something that I have learned from and taken to heart. Ultimately, this isn't just guidance for incoming freshmen. In case you haven't figured it out by now, it's relevant to everyone here, regardless of their stage in life. Now, for those who may have drifted off, perhaps thinking about playing Clash Royale, Block Blast, or their next meal, allow at least this message to resonate. Live authentically, driven by your own desires, and cherish the company of good people throughout your journey. Thank you. And now introducing our highly esteemed class of 2025 valedictorian, Altondale.
First of all, to my classmates, congratulations. We finally did it. And to all the teachers, parents, administrators, friends, and others who helped us through this journey, thank you. Although we don't like to admit it, we couldn't have done it without you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Alton Wesley Dale IV. And for those of you who do know me, I'm just Fisher. Fisher isn't my middle name or even a nickname. It's just what my parents have called me since I was born. If you're confused, well, so was I for the longest time. I've learned a lot of SHS, but not this one basic fact. And for once, no one can blame the teachers. Mom, Dad, This one's on you. I think you owe an apology to the many teachers who have called roll over the years and may still be confused by whether I'm Alton or Fisher. And hopefully, you can apologize to me for all the times I have to prove my own identity by showing my very embarrassing Schoology photos. Despite all of this confusion, here in Sandpoint, Idaho, I am and will always be Fisher. This is the town that taught me to ski, swim, ride a bike, and play tennis, all in one small town in rural North Idaho. This is the town that gave us Schweitzer, Lake Pend Oreille, City Beach, and Memorial Field. It's a town where our whole community is behind us, literally and figuratively. It's an amazing gift, but it is a gift with limits. When I step outside this town, I'm Alton again. Alton goes through airport security, hands over the passport, and gets called Mr. Dale by people who think he has his whole life planned out. But I don't, and that's okay. I've realized that no matter where we go after this summer ends, everything that made us, this town, these class, these moments, goes with us. I want to leave you with this. Be bold and be audacious. Go out and take your risks and say yes to the decision that scares you. Because if we stumble, and we will stumble, we can think back to this very moment. To all of my classmates, turn around and look behind you to the stands. We have a whole town, an entire community cheering us on. We are lucky to have people who will always be here when we need to come home or when we need to remember who we really are. And one last thing, however fast you may be able to go alone, we will always go farther together. So, congratulations to the Sandpoint class of 2025 for making it this far. And whether you remember me as Fisher or Alton, to all of my family and friends, Sandpoint, and the SHS staff, thank you.
Wow, a lot of amazing graduates we have. At this time, through the power accorded in me by the state of Idaho as principal of Sandpoint High School, I give my oath that all student graduates in attendance today have completed all necessary graduation requirements and are so deemed competent and deserving of receiving an SHS diploma today. With permission from the Board of Trustees of the Lake Pend Oreille School District, students will proceed forward following your senior class president to receive your diploma.
Permission granted. Proceed, class of 2025.
Ruby Elizabeth Giles.
Camille Grace McClellan.
Alton Wesley Dale IV, High Honors Valedictorian.
Jacob Mark Dawson, High Honors.
Callie Ann Bailey, High Honors Salutatorian.
Bella Reese Bailey, High Honors.
Michael Anthony Briata, Honors.
Madeline Rainier Mitchell, High Honors.
Riley Stephen Murphy.
Bennett Matthew Moran.
Hannah Nicole Lutman, High Honors.
Ruby Madeline Evans, High Honors.
Addison Jane Anderson, High Honors.
Zella Sue Lopez, High Honors.
Abigail Marie Miller, High Honors.
Bailey Madeline Lancaster, High Honors.
Cooper Joaquin Williams.
Colleen Moret Hughesby.
Allison May Hewitt.
Madison Lynn Hall, High Honors.
Justice Yvonne Scythe.
Marlee Willa Jean Corsten, High Honors.
Gabriella Kipling Dao Dang, High Honors.
Madeline Elizabeth Bolton.
Porter Beck Nelson, Honors.
Mitchell North McFadden.
Finian Van Markley.
Peyton Christopher Owens.
Piper Thompson, high honors.
Jocelyn Renee Bowie.
Noelle Corinne Tollefson, honors.
Sienna Elizabeth Clayton Ballinger.
Sylvia Ann Becker, high honors.
Noah Rain Rourke.
Clara Rose Campbell, high honors.
Lane Michael Harris, high honors.
Haven Chloe Mayer, honors.
Kennedy Eileen Brewer, honors.
Lena Malia Kraus.
Amelia Marie Cerise, high honors.
Aiden Michael Brenneman.
Chloe Lynn Leyburn.
Aaliyah Nicole Gabel, high honors.
Hannah Elise Merrill, honors.
Wyatt Lee Burnett.
Demi Marie Driggs, honors.
Jesse William Turner.
Hayden Joseph Bilston.
Trent Ryland Peck.
Levi James Wood, honors.
Paula Joan Favorite, honors.
Caden Cash Garcia.
Aubrey Margaret Knowles, high honors.
Ryan Eileen Amont Ely.
Hannah Marie Fisher.
Caden Daryl Roscoe Rose.
Joshua David Unick.
Gabriel Lee Hartle Groff.
Tristan Michael Tomko.
Reese Ryder Wolf, honors.
Chase Spencer Whitman.
Jess Patrick Herman.
Gavin Michael Walters.
Brianna Maria Sosa.
Betty Lynn Jane Travers, high honors.
Emma Ann Kohal.
Carson Bankson.
Dallin Scott Adam.
Gage Alexander McElroy, honors.
Andrew Keith Lehman, high honors.
Brady Christopher Newhart, high honors.
Jacob Carroll Axel, honors.
Gavin Charles Day.
Will Daniel Lizzie, high honors.
Aiden Todd Rourke.
Van Scott Lee, high honors.
Emmerich Landon Jones.
Connor Craig McClure, honors.
Lucas Jaden Malum.
Reed Edmund Bradburn.
Miles Wheatcroft, high honors.
Audrey Leanne Petruso.
Marley Sue McCrum.
Henry Joseph Sikorsky Barnes, high honors.
Ivan Onslow Jones, honors.
Wiley K. Wimmer.
Cruz Palmer Kurtz.
Harley Rose Pothoff.
Emma Ann Garman.
Dalton Lee Williams.
Tanner Allen Williams.
Isaac Matthew Vermeer.
Evan Abraham Salsey.
Court Walker Ballum.
Wyatt John Fournier.
Ashley Micah Amaru Hawkins, high honor.
Naya Ray Eby.
Owen James Decker, honors.
Jacob Hansen Howell.
Henry Allen Sturgis.
Hayden Daniel Ettinger.
Megan Dean Howerton.
Sarah Nicole Ruff.
Ellie Jo Klippel.
Vivian Grace Keefe, honors.
Benjamin Joseph Midstock.
Karis Lee Perilou, high honors.
Elizabeth Ann Craven, high honors.
Larissa Lee Lippert, high honors.
Caitlin Elizabeth Pereira, high honors.
Phoebe Carolyn Lang, high honors.
Jacob Matthew Young.
Thomas Francisco Ott.
Jasmine Rosemarie Alexander, honors.
Alexander William Garrison.
Cole Jeremiah Hedquist.
Emilio Cruz Hernandez Ortega.
Mirabelle Helen Gunter.
Peyton Marie Gercio.
Ethan John Christensen.
Mason Bennett Blazer, honors.
Alexander John Gercio Hooper.
Bailey Ray Hindle.
Levi Allen Hahn.
Richard Alexander Andrews, high honors.
Lola Mae Stoken, honors.
Shaylee Diane Benda.
Matthew Bryan.
Luke Chuen An Wyckoff, honors.
Zachariah Ian Welton.
Benjamin David Watkins.
Austin James Whitmore.
Nathan David Whittier.
Jordan Eli Tyler.
Ethan Philip Dominic Albanese Bowen, honors.
Mason Alexander Gorski, honors.
Gideon Paul Cudmore.
Laura Lynn Joanne Eastley, high honors.
Tara Eleonora Converse, high honors.
Travis Sule Walker, high honors.
Genevieve Valine Hughes, high honors.
Kayla May Albert.
Lincoln KJ Walson.
Sierra Dawn Bruner.
Ava Blue DeLu, high honors.
Taylor Ann Meyer, high honor.
Peyton Yosarian Polkimus, honors.
Claire Elisa Lautzenheiser.
Ainsley Ann Hull, high honors.
Samuel Robert Lindner.
Jaden Paul Patrick Caprinko.
Axel James Hinchliff.
Shale Brooke Dewey.
Fletcher Thomas Barrett.
Lotus Amberly Martin.
Peyton Jolie Jackson.
Harmony Nevea Chudy.
Bryce Colton Tyberski, high honors.
Gavin David Miles, high honors.
Cyrus Lee Salmon Gayer.
Carter Michael Ogden.
Logan George Clark.
Nevea Leanne Galloway.
Lucas Aaron Otterson.
Gabriel Michael Macias.
Chase Leonard Vineyard.
Catcher Bradrick Reed, honors.
Mason Eli Howard.
Evan Scott Stoley.
Peyton Abigail Ward.
Antonio Trinidad Medina Lopez.
William Henry Mooney.
Caden Leroy Herman.
Cooper Vaughn Dixon.
Jacob Stephen Furin.
Sophia Catherine Sperry.
Audrey Sharon Meek.
Caitlin Elizabeth Abbott, high honors.
Alice Catherine Davison.
Ronan Jane Feltz.
Lillian Dawn Withrow.
Simone Jeanette Poulain.
Mia Renee Brady.
Sawyer Maverick Gunn, honors.
Bridger Finn Cudmore.
Caleb Evan Roeder.
Brooke Constance Heavey.
Madison Ann Sutliff.
Talia Ann Bates, high honors.
Liliana Marie Brinkmeyer, high honors.
Luke Dudley Levitt.
Benicio Michael Reyes.
Calvin Joseph Williams.
Owen Lee Belcher.
Kieran Sean Ryan.
Giovanni Amodeo Dunn.
Emmett Charles Lohman, high honors.
Pierce Austin Reisenauer.
Leo Wesso.
Carson James Young.
Owen Maxwell Rego.
James Michael Sturgeon.
Ashton Yuto Clark, high honors.
Torrin Swift Hazley, high honors.
Shane Michael Ross.
Stella Rose Haig, high honors.
Ruby Giles, please join us on the stage. Congratulations, class of 2025. Here's your president.
Hello, it's me again. Class of 2025, please rise. And now, join me for moving your tassel from the right to the left. Woohoo! And now, in a respectful, orderly fashion, please join me at the victory bell. Woohoo! Congratulations! Thank you.
Awesome, congratulations.